Yo, what's up, everybody? Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world. Welcome back. One Africa Forum, day 18 today. Welcome, everybody. It's a beautiful day right here where I am right now, and I hope it's a beautiful day to your countries as well. Well, today it's the most it's really important day for me personally, and I just thought that I would come here and talk to you guys and share with you some thoughts. Appreciate for you all who are joining here today. Can let me know in the comment section, but I'm not gonna stay here for long because we jump right away into topic and share. But it's good to be here today, and I gotta lay down some ground before sharing anything today, so that you guys may understand where am I standing today. I know today's topic we're gonna talk or have a little bit of conversation. It's a conversation, One Africa, a conversation for a better tomorrow. That's the tagline. We're gonna have a little bit of conversation about what is going on right now, the issue that is going on, the crisis that it has been going on for a while between Somalia and Kenya. Well, I'm not from Kenya, I'm not from Somalia, but people from Somalia, they're my brothers and sisters, and people from Kenya are my brothers and sisters. I love Kenyans, I love Somali people, because I am African and I love Africa. So I am simply coming here today to talk to you guys, to have a conversation with my African brothers and sisters. Today, a couple hours back, I shared a post. I shared a post about what I think, after, because I've been asked for a while. It has been for a long time right now. People have been asking that why you're not saying anything about the issue that is going on between Kenya and Somalia. I've been receiving a lot of requests and people have been commenting about it. You guys can check that out. But me stepping out here and talking about this issue is not because you guys have asked about it, but it's because I am passionate about Africa. I love Africa and I want the best for Africa. And I will never change that. And my side, as I always say, my side will always be Africa. I will side with Africa no matter what. In this case, it's different because it's between two African countries. When it comes to a matter about Africa and another continent, another country outside of Africa, I will always side with Africa. I'll be critical with Africa. I'll be very straight with Africa. What I think we're doing wrong as Africa, what I think we should do better about Africa. Without matters, I'll always side with Africa. There's no other way for me to side but Africa. In this matter as well today, that we are having a conversation about Somalia and Kenya, I am siding with Africa too. And I think we'll all agree that it's very important with the vision and a mission that we have here in Swahili Nation, seeking for one Africa, seeking for unity with Africa. Again, I will quote what Nyerere said before, that unity will not make us rich. Unity will not make Africa rich. Unity will not make your country rich, but it will make it difficult for other nations, for powerful nations, for people who have bad thoughts, who have bad plan with Africa, to discriminate us and to humiliate Africa. That's what will happen when we are united. Unity might not change other problems that we are facing every single day, might not change the issues that we are facing with one country and another country within Africa, but it will make it difficult for powerful nation, for Western world, for Eastern world, for whatever it is, if it is Middle East or whatever it is, it will make it difficult for them to look down on Africa. It will make it difficult for them to humiliate Africa. It will make it difficult for them to disregard Africa, because we will be united. So in the matter that is happening right now, this is what I said on the post. All right, and you guys hear me out before you guys attack me, because before you guys you say anything, just hear me out, because you haven't hear me anything out yet. You haven't hear anything that I've said out. So before you make your judgment, before you make anything, you know, some people, it's really sad that some people, they think because my country is close to Kenya, I will side with Kenya. I'm not siding with any country here. I am siding with Africa, and I'm looking from perspective of an African who wants to see peace and unity in Africa, regardless of the crisis, regardless of things that we are going through, regardless of all these crises that we are going through. It's a shame that we are in a place where right now we like some people, they're thinking about war. They would rather go to war than to sit down and to talk. All right, this is what I would say. First statement I'll put out there before saying anything, that war is not an option. Going on a war is not an option. Please take that out of the table. That should never be an option. Thinking about war, thinking about fighting your brother and sister, African brother and African sister, take that out of the table. Should never cross in our mind. War should never. Because the moment we begin to fight with one another, that's what they want. Let me say this. The borders we have in Africa, they were not designed by Africa. They were not designed by our ancestors. They were not. But colonists, they made those walls, those boundaries for their own good. They were dividing the continent of Africa like a piece of meat. That, all right, I want this piece of land from Somalia. Okay, I want this piece of land from Kenya. All right, I want this piece of land from Tanzania. That's how they divided Africa. Africa, it was one. The boundaries you see in Africa, they were not designed, they were not invented by our ancestors. They were invented by colonists for their own good, for their own benefit. Did colonists thought that they will colonize Africa for the rest of their life? No, they didn't think so. They didn't think so. But why did they put those boundaries? Ask yourself, why we have those boundaries? They put those boundaries so that they may separate us, so that they may weakenize us, so that we may not be united. We may not think that we are one. They separated us. So in those boundaries you see, I still believe. That's why today you find a lot of Kenyans in Somalia. You find a lot of Somalis in Kenya as well. Why? Because those people, they used to be one. Those boundaries that they were there, they were set by colonists to separate us from one another, so that we may not cooperate with one another, so that we may not have that unity with one another. Because if you have a society that is united, you cannot defeat that society. We are strong when we are together. We are weak when we're divided. So those boundaries that colonists they made, regardless of whatever they're going to tell you, they wanted us to be divided. They wanted us not to be one, so that they may take advantage of what is in Somalia, so that they may take advantage of what is in Kenya, so that they may take advantage of what is in Ethiopia, what is in Tanzania, what is in all other countries out there. That's the reason why they set those boundaries. And mind you, when they set the boundaries, a lot of people, they lost their families. A lot of people, they were not able to go to another place, because when they are setting those boundaries, pretty much British, they'll say that these are my people. This is my area. Oh, French people, these are my people. You cannot interfere. That was the reason why they did that. They divided Africa like a piece of meat for their own good. That's what happened in the past. And it is crazy, it is insane for us where we are today here fighting about boundaries. I'll say this again. I don't care whether it's my country, Tanzania, fighting with Kenya, or my country is fighting with Zambia. I don't care. But it's ridiculous when Africa will start fighting with one another because of boundaries. It's ridiculous, and it's not acceptable, because we are playing their game. We are playing the games that were already invented 50 years ago after we ran off from that colonialist. We play those games even today. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and it's not acceptable. As I say, guys, war is not an option. We cannot think about going on a war. War is not a joke. All right, I've never experienced war, but I've seen lives being wasted. I've seen people dying. I've seen people losing their families. My friends losing their families. What happened in Afghanistan? I had so many friends that were living together in Korea from Afghanistan. They were crying. They couldn't do their work. They couldn't go to school. They couldn't do anything. They were brokenhearted because their family, they were still there and they didn't know what to do with them. Up to this moment, they don't know how to do with them. It's not an option. We cannot think about war. We tried negotiation once, it failed. We're going to try again second time, it failed. We're going to try again third time, it's failed. We're going to try again. We have to try until the end, but we cannot say this case is out of the table, we are going on war. We cannot say that. We cannot say that. I don't know what you're thinking in your mind. I have no idea. I don't care who has right or who has wrong. I don't care. I don't care what ICJ decided. I don't care about what they decided. What I care is we cannot go on a war. We cannot. And we, Africa, should be smart than that. We should be smart than that. We cannot let somebody else decide for our destiny. We have to sit down and decide for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not siding with anybody. I'm siding with Africa. I'm saying that African issue must be resolved by Africans. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to involve other people. We don't have to. Okay, we are trying to resolve. We are now reaching to conclusion. We're trying again. We're trying again. We are trying again. But the option of war cannot be on the table. We cannot allow that to be on the table. We cannot. Because war is not a joke, guys. It's not a joke. And some of you guys, some of you have experienced that in your countries. You have seen that you're losing your houses. You're losing your family members. Some of you, you already lost a lot of people in your family. And yet, you're still thinking about war. It cannot be an option, guys. Because those people in Kenya, those people in Somalia are your brothers and sisters. We are one people. Africa, we are one. We are one. Let no one, I can't even talk. Don't let those boundaries decide for our destiny. Don't let that. I really hope our leaders are listening. I really hope our leaders, they want what is the best for the country. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, if the war breaks out between these two nations, the people that will be infected and affected, guys, is not leaders. It's not leaders, guys. It's innocent people, innocent women, innocent children. It's innocent people, man. They will lose their lives. Those people will die. All right? Those people will die. And are you going to be happy after seeing your brothers and sisters are dying every single day? Are you going to be happy to see that? War, it cannot be an option. These are your brothers and sisters. I don't care how difficult situation is getting, but I still believe that Africa, we have to be smarter than anybody else in this world because we have experienced war again and again and again and again. Where we are today, guys, where Somalia is here today, where Kenya is here today, where Tanzania, where any country in Africa is here today, we are not supposed to be where we are here, where we are right now. We're not supposed to be here. But we are here because of the stupid decision we are making to fight with one another, not be united with one another because of boundaries. The boundaries that we didn't set it for ourselves. The boundaries that somebody has set for us, and right now someone else is deciding for us. My side, I'll say this again, guys. My side is Africa. I will always side with Africa. In this matter, I'm siding with Somalia. In this matter, I'm siding with Kenya because that is where I'm from, and I am from Africa, and I'll side with Africa. I love my brothers and sisters from Somalia. I love my brothers and sisters from Kenya, and I don't want anyone to die because of this crisis. I don't want it. And so I'm raising my voice. And if you fool yourself, say that, you know what, shut up, this is not matter concerning you, you're lying yourself. I am African and I'm going to talk about it. And nobody's going to stop me from talking about this matter. You're not going to stop me. No one will stop me talking about this. I love Africa and I love my brother and sister. Nobody is going to die. We cannot let that happen. and we have to wake up. And we have to open our eyes. I say this. I said this matter, this issue should be resolved by AU, African Union. African Union should raise their voice about this. They should try to reconcile on this crisis that is going on between Kenya and Somalia. African Union should be in the front line to discuss about this, to find a solution about this. African Union and not anybody else. First and foremost, us, Africa, should resolve this. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Do you know what is other agendas are out there? Do you know what is the agenda? Do you know what is the, who benefits when Kenya and Somalia go on a war? Do you know who benefits? Do you know who benefits? Who gets the credits? Who benefits? Your people will die. Who gets the credits? Who benefits? And yet we cannot sit down and talk? Because somebody refused to talk? No, we're going to need to talk. There's not an option to refuse to talk. We need to talk. And this is when I need to be critical. We need to be critical of our leaders. I might not understand everything that is going on. I might not understand, and I don't have to understand, man. I don't have to understand. But it's the time to make a best decision and better decision for our people. Because when you go on a war, man, leaders are not affected. But local people, man, there are people that are going to die. There are people that are going to shed their blood. All right? They're going to die. And leaders have to make smart decision, man. Forget about what country you're coming from. Forget about power. Forget about all those things. We have life at stake right here. We have lives of people depend on that. Lives of children and women and people who cannot do anything. Their lives, they're on the line. And we cannot let anybody determine that. I share this on my post. And I'm going to read it again. Because I'm not changing anything that I say. I believe in what I say, and I'm standing on what I say. I love Somalia. I love Kenya. I love Africa, man. And I'll always side with Africa. All right, if you're coming here, you think that I'm taking one side. I'm not going to take one side. My side is Africa. And I think this matter, however bad it's getting, I think it's still possible. It's still possible. Love and peace and unity for Africa is possible. It is possible. This is what I say. All right, I'm going to read it again. This crisis between Kenya and Somalia should be resolved by AU and not ICJ. Kenya and Somalia should talk and negotiate like brothers. No one else should be involved but AU. If we don't resolve this issue, now there's a big risk of losing the peace. The peace we have right now. We can lose that in a second, just like that. We can't lose peace now. We can't be divided either. We cannot go on a war right now. Let's come together and pray for peace and unity for Kenya and Somalia. Without unity, there's no future for Africa. Guys, how can we talk about to develop unity in Africa if our brothers Kenya and Somalia are fighting right now, if they're going on a war? How can we talk about that? How can we talk about that? This is what I think. The reason why some people I understand you guys. I see some other comments. They say that, you know what? We do not trust AU. AU, they're very biased. What about ICJ? Do you think they're fair in their decisions? I'm not talking about the decision they made, but I'm talking about in general. Do you think they're fair in their decisions? In the decision they made right now, Kenya is not happy. Somalia either is not happy. I read the comments of Somali people. They say, no, this is still our area. Kenyans, they say, no, this is our area. How are you going to find a common ground in that situation? It's only if Somalia and Kenya come together in the presence of AU and discuss and talk. I don't care how long that talk will go. By the way, guys, that oil that is in that region, we don't have to use it right now. We don't have to use it. We are in a crisis. Let's sit down. I don't care how long it will take. It can take 1 year to negotiate. It can take 2 years to talk about it. I don't care. But we should sit down and talk about it. But not fighting. Not fighting. Not fighting. We cannot afford to fight with one another anymore. I'm not talking just to Somalia and Kenya. I'm talking to the entire continent of Africa. We cannot afford to fight any longer. No, we cannot fight with one another. We cannot kill one another. We cannot think about war. We cannot think about going on a war. We cannot think about it. Get that out of your mind. All right? It should never be easy to kill somebody. It should never be easy to think about killing someone because of boundary. Man, because of boundary? Because of boundary, you're thinking about killing someone? We should never think about that. Kenya, we should never think about that. Somalia, we should never think about that. There's a better way to solve this. There's a better way to handle this. There's a better way to talk about this. There's a better way, and that is talk. I don't care. Let the talk get ugly. Let people fight, let people argue with their words in the talk. Let people do that, but not fighting, not taking shotgun. You cannot think about taking shotgun and kill somebody because of boundary or because of decisions that have been made by ICJ and I'm not satisfied and I want to kill somebody. We cannot take that. We cannot take that road. We cannot go down that road. All right? We have been through a lot. Africa, we have been through a lot. We cannot continue to fight with one another. We cannot continue to hate on one another. We cannot continue to be divided. We cannot keep that. We cannot keep entertaining the world. Why don't we solve this thing by negotiation? Why don't we solve this thing by sitting down? Yes, I heard that Kenya, they didn't show up in the meeting when Somalia, they wanted to negotiate. It's not too late. This is what I want to say. It's not too late, guys. It's not too late. All right? Kenya, you can still come and talk. Sit down. All right? Yes, the decision has been made. But what are you going to do when one side is not happy? No side guy will be happy in this decision, all right? No side. Nobody will be happy with the decision that are going to be made. No one. And we should be ready to accept that. We should be ready not to be happy because of the decision that is made by the boundaries. I mean, because of boundaries, it's better. It's better not to be happy for that, but not killing one another. Killing someone is not easy. No one, no God. I don't care what kind of God you worship. I was really disappointed. Somebody commented, he said, not even disappointed. Somebody commented, he said, oh, guys, you have to subscribe on this guy because of this post I share. You have to unsubscribe to this guy. And he said, he didn't just say, guys, he said, you have to unsubscribe to this Christian man. And I'm like, man, I'm talking about the fate of Africa. I'm talking about the peace for your people. And you're talking about religion right now? The only thing you see is my religion? What kind of God wants people to fight? What kind of God wants people to kill one another? Is your God who want that? Is your God telling you that you should go on a war right now and fight with your neighbor? What kind of God is that? I don't want that kind of God. Where's rage coming from? No, where's rage coming from? Honestly, I'm talking to you. Where's rage coming from? Who cares? Then who cares? I don't know. This man, I don't really know. I don't understand. Guys, I don't understand. What I'm saying is, my point is, I'm not an expert in this matter. My point is, the option of war should be out of the table. All right? Man, I'm reading comments here. My heart is crying. Let me read for you comments. All right? My heart is crying. I'm not even taking a side. Not even taking a... My side is Africa, guys. Let me show you this. No, let me share with you guys this. Let me share with you guys this. You know, I haven't even read a single comment. I haven't read a single comment because I don't want to be distracted. I know there are people here that are going to hate me. There are people... I want to show you guys, all right? Okay. It's right here. Let me show you guys, all right? This is the post I posted. All right, this is the poster I posted. And this is the picture. You see this picture? Look at what is happening. Kenya, they want this first part. You guys, you cannot even see my arrow here. Anyways, but you can read it. This is what Kenya they want. And this one down is what Somalia want. ICJ, they decided somewhere here. Somewhere here. Not at the center, somewhere here. Kenya, they didn't agree with that. They say, no, we're not going to agree with this. And Somalia also, he said, you know what, even that side, you're taking our side because our line is supposed to go this side. Guys, when you look at this, when you see these guys, when you look at this, everybody has a point. Everyone has a point. Somalia has a point. Kenya has a point. How are we going to resolve this, guys? not by war. By continue to sit down and to talk about this until we find a solution. I don't care how long it's going to take. We need to sit down and talk until we find solution. I can go, for example, okay, there's this one comment here. Said, when it comes to AU, there's bias, and US Somalia, we are not really ready or allow the mediations of AU in terms of some issues which is here. You know? All right. Another comment here, which has a point. All right. Say, first of all, when conflicts and disputes arise between countries and you are trying to solve them, you only have two options and nothing more. Either start resolving from the starting point and not the end, or stay away and leave them alone. This is the right choice. Secondly, Kenya has not respected the rules and regulations despite trying to ignore the Somali border, which is considered very aggressive. Kenya deserves worse than what happened in the International Court of Justice. Finally, when you fight with someone, first look at their attitude and personality. And that's what Kenya really missed. This is Somali nation, much bigger than Swahili nation. To Somali people, love you a lot. Guys, I can go ahead and read all these comments, but you know what? I don't want to read these comments because there's so much. I don't want to read these comments because I don't want. First of all, I don't want anybody to hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. Anyone who hate me because of what I'm saying right now, go ahead and hate on me. Anyone who wants to unsubscribe because of what I'm saying right now, please hurry up and unsubscribe. All right? I don't need that kind of mindset. I don't need that. I don't need that. All right? We want one Africa. We want safe Africa. We want Africa that will stop fighting with one another. We want Africa that will love with one another. And not this. Not this. I'm reading comments. Guys, I see your points. Everybody has a point. I see points. I see it. Guys, I see. And I want to say this again, guys. I'm not siding with Kenya. I'm not siding with Somalia. I'm siding with Africa. Somalia and Kenya, y'all are my brothers and sisters. And you're Africans. And this is Africa, man. I'm siding with Africa. No matter what Kenya government say, no matter what Somali government say, we cannot think about war. We cannot think about go, and we think that the only thing that is going to resolve this issue is by fighting. Guys, come on, guys. Fighting is not going to resolve this. How sure you are that you're going to win? And you know, even if you win, do you know how many lives will be wasted, will be lost? And we'll be fighting over the borders that they were set by colonialists. Colonists, that's what we'll be fighting for, right? Fighting your brother and your sister, killing them because of borders. This is ridiculous. And leaders, why you are man, why these things they always get out of hand? Why people they cannot just be humble? Why people they cannot just be like, why, man? Why we cannot just be humble and sit down and talk? I don't understand. I don't get it, man. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated, man. You're an African country and your brother is an African country. Why you want to look strong? What? I don't understand. Why you want to look strong? We are their neighbor. Guys, you guys have been collaborating for a long time. All right, there's a lot of refugees are living in Kenya. Okay, there's a lot of troops are here in Somalia. If it's going to happen, do you know how many people will lose their lives? They'll lose their homes. Do you know how many people? And do we want that to happen? Kenya government, why you cannot sit down? Why you cannot sit down and talk? Somali government, why you cannot sit down and talk? I don't care. The time has wasted. Who cares that you're going to look weak? Who cares that if you don't want to talk, you're going to look strong? It's not about the matter of look strong and weak. The lives of people are at stake right now at this very moment, and people are ready to go on a war. You cannot afford to welcome that. You cannot afford to fight your African brother. We cannot do that. We are better than that. We are smarter than that. We are brave than that. Get that out of your system, that mindset of fighting your brother and sister. This is what is costing us. This is why other international organizations are coming to try to resolve our issues, because we cannot sit down and talk. We keep fighting with one another. Who do you want? You know what? I know we're being critical with united organizations, international organization, to come to interfere and to make decisions for us. But you know why they're doing it? Because What are you doing? African Union, what are you doing? What are you doing? Your government, what are you doing? If you cannot do anything, human rights, they're going to come trying to take care of human rights. And they might have, I'm not saying they might have their own agendas. It's always like that. And who is going to know that? The crisis has been going on, is happening. You, African Union, what are you doing? African governments, how are you doing? When things are getting out of order, that's when international organizations are involved and they make decisions for us. Man, we're not little kids. You make decisions for little kids, all right? If you have a little kid, you make decision for them, all right? So you know what? Right now you are going to pee and you're going to sleep. Oh, this is night. You cannot drink Coca-Cola. You are a kid. You cannot drink coffee. You are a kid. You cannot drink water because you're going to pee on the bed. You cannot drink. You make decision for little kids. Man, we are not little kids. Africa, we are not little kids. But why we cannot sit down and talk and make decision for ourselves? Why? Why, for God's sake? Why we cannot sit down and talk? Why? Why? Because I'm going to look weak? Because you're going to look... Who cares about looking weak and look strong? Who cares? Do you think people cares about that? People, they don't care about that. Because at the end of the day, they're going to lose their life. And those leaders who they are pretending not to care or not to make any decision, they're going to be flying on the private jet to go to find some safety in another countries. That's what will be happening. That's what happened in Afghanistan. You see what happened in Afghanistan? That's what happened there. And you say, you know what, I'll fight with the whole blood. Like, God, come on, man. Cut the bullshit, all right? There's no fighting with your brother, African brother. There's no fighting. That issue should never be on the table. Man, I've been talking this for a long time, and people, they never get it. Why we never get it? Like, people, they're so comfortable to go on a war than to talk. They're so comfortable to say that, you know what, I'm going to fight and I'm going to kill you. What the heck? Who are you going to kill? Do you have permission to kill anyone? I don't care whether you're a government leader, whether you're whatever. You don't have any permission to kill anyone. And get the heck out of here. We cannot welcome war to continue on our continent. We cannot allow that. And if you're an African and if you love Africa, you're going to stand with that. No war, no fight, no guns, no killing people. No, no, no. We have to show them that we are smarter than that. We have to show them that we are braver than that. You cannot make decisions for us. That's why someone is not satisfied. We should sit down and talk for the sake of our people. A piece of advice: we should make decisions for the sake of our people, not for the sake of how strong I will look. Man, people who are dying right now in Ethiopia are not leaders. And no more innocent people are dying. All right, in Ethiopia, the crisis is going on in Ethiopia there. Leaders are not dying. Normal folks are dying there, all right? The situation that is happening in Kenya and Somalia, normal people, they're going to die. And that, we should always care about people. We should always care about the lives of people. And when we talk about women, we do not care about their lives because we are ready to fight someone. We are ready to kill someone. Who has the resources to go on a war right now? Every country has been hit by COVID-19. Do you have resources to go on a war? Okay, you have a pandemic, is killing people, and also you want to kill each other. Man, that's why, man, we are still poor, you know, because of this kind of mindset, all right? Do you think God is going to bless you with the mindset of killing one another? Come on, you have pandemic is killing people, and you still want to kill somebody. What the heck? What is wrong? What is wrong with our continent? What is wrong with our people? What is wrong with Africa, for God's sake? We can't keep fighting. We can't keep killing one another. We can't keep doing that. We cannot even think about it. For God's sake, even God is looking at us and he's crying. He's crying, man. Life is supposed to be cherished. It's supposed to be protected. I don't care. This crisis has been going for years. I don't care. It has been going. We had those issues. Yes, with Kenya, we had those issues before. Some other countries, they have those issues before. But ask yourself this question: all these boundaries, who put it there? Who invented those boundaries? What intention did they have? Ask yourself those questions, guys. You're smarter than that. What intentions did they have when they were putting those boundaries? Ask yourself that question. What intention did they have? What intention did they have? To separate us, to divide us, to take advantage of our unity and to divide us. We were one. We were living like brothers and sisters. And they did that and they succeeded. And they colonized us. And because of that, we thought that, you know what, that is Somalia. You know what, that is Kenya. That is Tanzania. That is Ethiopia. That is South Africa. That is Ghana. That is Nigeria. For God's sake, we are one people. We are one race. And that is human race. All right? Those boundaries, it doesn't mean anything. Boundaries doesn't mean anything. We should not kill people just by protecting boundaries. No. I say no to that. I say no to that. Boundaries, they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. Guys, they don't mean anything. When it comes to life of people and boundaries, I choose life of people. And if you're choosing boundaries, you are crazy and you're stupid, and I cannot have this conversation with you. You cannot think about having life of people and then you're having boundaries and you're choosing boundaries. Life of people matters. All right, that's why this is why the world is not taking us serious. This is why the world is looking down on us, because conflicts every single day is conflict. Professor Rumumba was just talking the other day, man, so many countries, more than 13 different countries in Africa having boundaries, and now Somalia and Kenya is going to be 15 and more countries. Every single day crisis, every single day fighting, every single day. Man, for God's sake, when are we gonna be awake, Africa? When are we gonna be awake? The next thing you'll find, man, if this man, and I pray that this will not go, it's not going to be a war. I pray that it's going to be peace between Somalia and Kenya. But if this is going to break up, the next thing you'll find international organizations siding with one region. You see international organizations side with Somalia. You see international organizations side with Kenya for their own benefit. They're not doing that because they care for your peace. They don't care for your peace, for their own benefit. Because they see what we're going to get from Kenya, what we're going to get from Somalia when it comes to this. That's what they see. That's what they look. And they don't care about your life. You're going to end up killing your brothers and sisters. They don't care. They're going to come. They're going to help you. They're going to support you. And they're going to take advantage of you. Because you'll be like, oh, you help us winning this war. Oh, please. They will take whatever the heck they want to take because you're fighting with your brother. Open your eyes. Kenya is not your enemy. Somalia is not your enemy. Some people are commenting in this post and they say that they are our enemies. Shut the heck up, all right? Shut the heck up. He's not your enemy. Kenyan brothers, they're not your enemy. Somali people, they're not your enemy. Guys, forgive my language, man. I just cannot control myself right now. All right? It's just paining me. My heart is in pain. And because people are going to die. Cannot think that your African brother is your enemy. How many times should I say that? How many times should we call for peace? Come on, let's wake up. We're better than this. Let's not somebody else decide for our fate. Let's not let anyone decide for our fate, all right? Africa, wake up. Africa, wake up. You're not enemies. Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Togo, Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt. Everywhere. Come on, Zambia, Malawi. Come on. You're not enemies. We're not enemies. Tanzania. Come on, guys. We're not enemies. I don't want anybody to side like with Somalia, anyone to side with Kenya. Come on, guys. We're siding with Africa. We are one. When we choose, when we begin to side with one country, we are choosing who we are going to support. But let's remember that Africa is one. All right? Let's remember that Africa is one. Let's remember that Somalia is as important as much as Kenya. And Kenya is as important as much as Tanzania. Tanzania is important as much as Ethiopia. Ethiopia is as much as important as whatever country out there, guys. Eritrea. Eritrea is important as anyone. And every single person's lives matter. Our lives matter. African lives matter. All right? They matter. Your life matter. Your life matter. We should never fight and killing one another because of borders. Take that out of the picture. Take that out of the picture. And I want to talk to my brothers and sisters. I want to talk to Somali people right now. Somali people, war is not an option. We cannot take that road. We cannot go down that road. All right? For a long time, for a very long time, ask me this. I've been trying to do reaction, and I've been trying to expose Somalia to the world. You know why? Because the image of Somalia outside in the world is not good. It's bad. People, they always think worse of Somalia. All right, I've seen it and it pains me. Even Africa, some African countries that have been thinking bad about Somalia. Somalia is a beautiful country. It has beautiful people. It has kind people, beautiful culture, beautiful. It's beautiful people, man. I have friends from there. I've been doing reaction. I've been doing a lot of things. I've been exposed to that culture, and I am planning to visit there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. It's not a place to for. For a long time, it's been going war, war, war in that country. That country has been paralyzed because of the wars that have been happening, because of lives that have been dying. Somali people life matter. And you guys, you cannot go on a war again. Kenya lives people matter. I'm talking to you Kenyans. You cannot say things like we're ready to go to fight with our blood for these boundaries. Nobody cares about your boundaries. Nobody cares about your borders. Nobody cares about that. But your life matter. And you cannot think about fighting with Somali people because they're your brothers. They're your sisters. We are one. I don't care what kind of religion they're coming from. I don't care what kind of ethnicity they're coming from. I don't care what kind of language they speak. I don't care what kind of culture they have. But you guys are brothers and sisters. You cannot think about fighting with one another. No Kenya, no Somalia. Take that out of your system and stop talking about that. Stop commenting on my page and talking about war. Stop that. Talk about peace. That we want peace. That I want peace with Kenya. I want peace with my brothers. Yes, we cannot fight about boundaries. We cannot fight about war. We need peace. I want you guys to talk about that. I want you guys to want peace. You talk about war, it's going to happen and it's going to kill a lot of people. And you might be one of them that are going to die. If you're talking about war, are you going to be happy? Are you going to call yourself hero because you're fighting for your border? One day when you go and you meet God, you think God is going to be like, oh, good job, my son. You fight for your border. You kill some other brothers. It's a good job. You think you're going straight to hell. I'm telling you right now, you're going straight to hell. Fight with your brother. Kill your brother. And you think there's heaven for you. You think there's paradise for you. It's not going to be paradise. If you believe in God, you have to know that you're going straight down to hell. Not keep fighting with one another. What the heck is wrong with Africa? God has blessed us with so many beautiness, in Africa. God has blessed us so much. Why we are taking that for granted? We have peace right now. All right. Yes, we can have all these crises, but not fighting with one another. We can have all these arguments, but not fighting with one another. We cannot think about that. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of losing lives of so many people in Africa. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing people dying. I'm tired of seeing that, like normal folk, men crying because they're losing their family. I'm tired of seeing that in Africa. I'm tired of seeing that. All right, we have to put to an end. We have to stop this. God has blessed us so much, guys. Has blessed us with so many things. Why taking that for granted? Why taking that for granted? Why taking that for granted? You think you're fighting for your country? You're not fighting for your country, man. If you want to know what is the best for your country, do you want to know what is the best for your country? Do you want me to tell you what is the best for your country? What is best for your country is people to be alive. That is what is best for your country, man. I don't care about economics. I don't care about oil. I don't care about resources. What is important for your country is people to be alive. That's what important. For Kenya, that's what important for Somalia, but not people to die. That's not important. I don't care. If we're going to be poor for the rest of our life, I don't care. I don't care, but I don't want people to die because of borders and because of oil. All right, resources, God has given us this freely. Why are we fighting with one another? Ocean, you're fighting for the ocean, fighting for the border. Man, I studied economics. I understand this stuff. I understand how much important economic is. I understand this stuff. I took some classes from political science. I understand why these things are important. I understand. But man, you're debating about lives of people and borders? You have to be out of your mind. Man, I'm talking to our leaders, man. Leaders, what the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Who cares about politics? Who cares about diplomats? Who cares about who is stronger? What the heck are you doing? Leaders, what the heck are you doing? There's no way. There's no way you can say that we cannot negotiate, we cannot talk. What the heck? Sit down and talk, for God's sake. Sit down and talk. That one talk is going to save hundreds and thousands of lives. What is important to you, man? What is important to you as a leader? You're leading a country. What is important for you? Is it to look strong, to look powerful, or to protect your people? That's your first job. As a leader, your first job is to protect your people. That's your job. Okay. God has given you a chance, an opportunity to serve your people. You're serving your people. That is a chance God has given you to watch over your people, not to risk their lives. All right. I do not understand what kind of decision they make. Man, if I'm in the room, if I'm in the room, if I am the president and I'm making decision, guys, I don't care about borders, man. I don't care about that. All right. I care about my people. I care about African people. They cannot fight with one another. Man, this thing, it can be resolved in a single meeting. It can be resolved by that. Okay, maybe single meeting, I'm exaggerating. It can be resolved by 10 meetings. Do it then. Sit down and talk. Sit down and talk. Okay. What are you, the president of Somalia, what do you want? I want my people to be safe. And I want to protect my people. What do you want? The first goal, that's the first goal. The first goal is not to protect my borders. No, protect people and their properties, whatever they have. But first is people. You have the same goal in common. That is protect our people. All right. So we cannot allow us to go on a war. We cannot. We both want to protect our people. If you go on a war, some people will die from your country, some people will die from my country. And we have to protect our people. All right. Okay, so war is not an option. Okay, so what should we do? I know that in this matter and all this decision we have and we're going to make, nobody's going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. So what we have to do, let's sit down and let's make decision for the sake of our people. For the sake of our people. I don't care whether Somalia and Kenya, they collaborate to deal with that business, to do that. They can do that. They can do that. That's why we need one Africa, for God's sake. These borders are driving me crazy. Some people right now in Africa, they want to create their own countries. In South Africa, they're trying to create their own country. Professor Wumba was talking about that. The next thing, one day, you're going to answer before God. What did you do? Talking to you leaders. One day you're going to answer before God. And not only leaders. I'm talking to you normal citizens, normal people. I'm talking to you Africans. What do you do? Save your brother's life. We should be saving lives. We should be saving lives. We already have pandemic. Pandemic is killing people enough. People are dying with the pandemic. Killing people. People are dying already. We already have crisis. Every country has been hit by this pandemic. Economy has been hit so bad in every country. We're already struggling. People are dying with hunger. Across the continent of Africa today, it's 21st century, guys. People are dying with hunger. They don't have food on the table. And you're thinking about going on a war. You don't even have food on the table. Why are you going to fight? Is that the only way? Is that the only way? Is the only way is to fight? That's the only way? You want to look strong? You want to look strong to fight with your brother? And I don't care. Are you going to kill me because I'm saying this? Go ahead and do it. But I'll tell you this, until my last breath, I'll tell you this, that fighting is not an option. It doesn't make you strong. It makes you look stupid. It makes you look dumb. It makes you look weak. Because the only way for you is to fight. That cannot be the only way. One Africa, the tagline of One Africa is a conversation for a better tomorrow. Fighting, it doesn't make you weak. You think holding gun makes you weak? Or you make you strong? You think, going to gym and having a big body, you have a tough body and then you're going to kill. You think that makes you look strong? That's the same thing I would tell to Nigeria. When they had NSAS, I did live stream about it. Because police and military, they think they're strong by beating people up and killing people up. That actually makes you look weak. Because in your entire life, I've been trained to beat somebody, to defend your country, to kill the enemies. And then you kill innocent people, and then you think you're strong. You think you're strong, huh? Killing innocent people, right? You have a gun, and then you're shooting people. You think you're strong. You think you're strong, right? That's your strength for you? That's your strength? This is the strength right now. Having a conversation. All right, we don't need to agree with one another. We can agree to disagree. We can do that, but we can have a conversation like brothers. All right, that brother, I don't appreciate, I don't think you're right, but let's talk until we reach conclusion. Let me hear you. What do you think? You will tell me what you think, and you will hear me what I think. I'll tell you what I think, and then we're going to talk. We're going to have AU. Man, for God's sake, people are sleeping. Where the heck is AU? Where are you guys at? I don't care what have you been doing so far, but the situation is out of hand right now. What are you doing about it? Don't tell me that we've tried everything we can. For God's sake, you're a leader. You cannot say those things in front of people. You cannot be a leader. You cannot even qualify to be a leader. Say that, we've tried everything we can, and now we don't have option. We're gonna go on a war. What the heck? That cannot be an option. Keep talking. Keep negotiation. Keep that going on. Keep those talk. Keep going on. Keep. You are a leader. You cannot say we've done everything you can. Have you done your best? Have you done your best? Have you talked? I don't care, man. Maybe this is because I just never believe in giving up, right? But this is more than just giving up. This is lives of people. How? Teacher. What is more important than life? What is more important than lives of people? What is more important? You guys tell me. I'm not even checking your comments, but you guys talk with one another down there. What is more important than people's life? What is more important than life? Who cares about ideology? Who cares about diplomacy, politics? Who cares about borders? What is more important than life? What is more important? Tell me. In this world, in this life, what is more important? Is it power? Is it money? Huh? Is it boundaries or borders? What is more important? In this life, what is more important? Let me know, guys. What is more important in this life? What is the most important thing for you? To live or to die? It's life. Life is the most important thing in this life. Being alive, this breath is most important thing. That's why people right now are working day and night to find the vaccine of the disease that is going on. Because they are trying to save lives in our countries, in our nations. Because they're trying to save lives. Life is the most important thing in this world. Life. Forget about those people who want to kill people. Forget about them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about life. It's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. First and foremost, that should be protected. That should be cherished. You should be careful with that. If the life is most important thing, you cannot waste that. You cannot take away that. You don't have a right to take the life of anyone. I don't care whether you're a leader and you're pressing the button that right now I'm going to send a bomb. You are guilty. And I'm telling you, I don't care. You are guilty. I don't care whether you have a solid reason or whatever. You are guilty. And I'm telling you, man, One day we're gonna stand before God, and we'll look at each other. If you're not repenting, we're gonna look at each other and we're gonna talk about it. What did you do to protect people's life? Is the only solution was to press that button? Some people that these days they care about looking strong, looking strong. Like, you know what? We do not negotiate with terrorists. We do not negotiate with these people. We do not do this. I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't care. Just because you kill me or you kill my people doesn't give me right to come and to kill your people. Guys, I'm not trying to preach something, man, guys. Where is it gonna lead us? If you kill my people and I go ahead and kill your people, where is it gonna lead us? We're gonna keep killing one another. At the end of the day, nobody will be standing. That's what you want? That's what we want, Africa? Africa, we must be better. Africa, we must be smart. Africa, we must be careful. And AU, we must step in. We must protect ourselves. We must be our brother's keeper. These words that are running down here say, if your neighbor is not at peace, you're not at peace. If Somalia is not at peace, I am not at peace. If Kenya is not at peace, I am not at peace. Because you guys are my brothers and sisters. And I care for y'all. And I love y'all. And I want you guys to live. And I don't want anybody to die. I'm tired of seeing people dying. Tired of seeing people dying every single day. Oh my goodness, there's like 99 comments here. I didn't even read them. Cannot go through this read. You guys, you can read and talk with one another. Let me tell you something. I just saw the comment here. So President of Kenya said he wants war and he doesn't want peace. Why Somalians want peace from they don't want peace? Let me tell you this. If Kenyan president want war, I don't care, but he's stupid. He's stupid. He is stupid. He's stupid. Your job is to protect people. If he said that, because I didn't see that. I didn't see Kenya president say, I want war. If he said that, he is stupid and he's out of his mind. You cannot be a president and you want to go on a war with your neighboring country. What do you expect? Your people are going to die, and that's a job you have to protect. You don't care, even if one person dies, you don't care about that one life, people. You don't care about that one person. And I'll tell you, my brother here, Ahmed Kumlia. I'm telling you, Ahmed Kumlia, it doesn't matter what he said. It doesn't matter what he said. You should never want a war because somebody else won war. Don't play his game. If he say that, again, if he say that, don't assume. If he say that, you don't have to want the same thing because you can do better than that. If he wants war because he don't understand and he's stupid. If he wants war, if he say that. If he didn't say that, there's no option for war. And even if he say that, you cannot want the same thing. To fight with your brother, to fight with your sister because of that. Man, I don't know if I'm talking like, am I angel? Do I not understand what it means to lose? I'm not angel, man. I'm living here in this world, man. Here. I understand the pain. I can feel the pain too. Understand? Let me ask you this question, my brother Ahmed Kumlia, Mia. Let me ask you this question. For how long Somalia has been in a war? Al-Shabaab and all those different extremist groups. For how long? How many lives have been lost? Your country right now is catching up, standing back. It's doing really well. I've done reactions. I've done vlogs about it. Me and Asali, we have done a story about This is Somalia. We've done 2 episodes to show what is Somalia, to show the image of Somalia right now. That Somalia is peaceful. Somalia actually right now at night is more safer than a day. Can you imagine that? That's Somalia right now. Do you want just lose that in a moment just because of this? Please. You have wasted so many people's life to be where you are right now. You cannot play with the peace you have right now. You cannot. Somalia, you cannot. Please, my Somali people, you guys, I have fans here from Somalia. I don't know after this if you guys are going to hate me or love me. I don't know, but I'm talking to my Somalia people. For a long time, we've been talking about one Africa and unity, love, peace, and unity. Somali people, please, let's not gamble with the peace we have right now in Somalia. Let's not gamble. Deep inside my heart, I love Somalia. Deep inside my heart, I love Kenya. I love Africa. My favorite artists are from there, man. I love Shama Boy. I love Lil Balil. I love Gulit Simba. I love all these people. I love so much. So very much. So very much. And I love you guys so very much. But we cannot be talking about the war right now. We cannot. If he wants to go on a war, he's stupid. And he don't care about his people. He don't. Africa should never fight with another African country. Should never fight with another African country. Africa should never fight with another African country, guys. Africa should never fight with another African country. It should never. 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 No. Never. Not Somalia, not Kenya, not Egypt, not Sudan, not Ethiopia, not anyone. Not anyone should fight with another African country. Not in Africa. Not. Because we are one. If he wants war, he looks stupid. You want peace. If somebody wants war, you want war too to resemble him? If someone is stupid, you want to be stupid too? Huh? If someone is a fool, you want to be a fool too? No, you want to be smart. All right? And you can be smarter than that. Somebody can want war and you can want peace. Not because you don't understand what's going on, not because you are giving up your land. No, but because you're smarter than him. So one peace. I'm telling you, one peace. We cannot play their games. Even these decisions that are made because they want to see war going on. We cannot allow that. We should sit down and talk. I don't care how long it's going to take, for God's sake. And I need to double check this fact because I've seen the news. I didn't see a place where he said he's ready to go on a war. I didn't see that. So I want to say this again. You have to be 100% sure. Or share with me a video that is saying that. You have to be, because man, I'll be really surprised if you say that. I'll be really surprised. War is not an option. And you cannot go on a war. I don't care what you want to protect. I don't care what you want to protect in your country, all right? War can never be a solution. Fighting with your brother can never be a solution. Okay, Ismail, you say here, imagine, who is this? Amal, you say this. Imagine President say we go to war, but Somali looking for peace. Yes, you look amazing, you look smart. Look for peace. Don't look for war. Look for peace. Look for peace. Let them look for war. But you look for peace. Because peace is so much better than war, man. Lives of people matters and people are going to die. Don't look for war. War is not a solution. Yes, redeem. War is not a solution. You cannot allow that. Imagine Uhuru saying East Africa will burn, but Somali need peace. Not you. Who is Uhuru? Is he God? Is he God? You believe in God, right? You believe in God, right? And you pray 5 times a day? You're Muslim, right? Now, Yusuf, you believe in God and you're Muslim and you pray 5 times a day. When you pray, does God tell you to go on a war? Does God tell you that to go to burn East Africa? If Uhuru says that, if he said that, again, if he said that, he's stupid. He is stupid. East Africa is not going to burn. Because when you're talking about Africa, East Africa, you're talking about Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi. You think it's going to burn? It's not going to burn. He's not going to burn. It's not. He's not God. He's not God. People, they thought COVID-19 is going to kill all Africans, right? Because we're reckless, we don't do social distance, we're not using masks. They thought it's going to kill all Africans. The matter of the fact, Africans are more safer than other people outside there. All right? People, they thought we were going to die. People, they thought if you're not using this and this, you're going to die. But are people dying? No, they're not dying. Because you know what? Because our lives are in the hands of God. And He protects it and He keeps it safe. And nobody can take that life away. All right? You understand me? Nobody can take that life away. And the peace I'm talking about, God wants us to have peace. God wants us to love one another. He don't want us to see war. He don't want us to see division. He don't want to see us fighting with our neighbor. He don't want to see us. It's that. He don't want to see that. And if you pray 5 times a day and you believe in God, you're going to pray for the peace. And you're going to believe that God is going to get us out of this situation. And you're going to pray for your leaders to sit down, to take away their mentality of being, you know what, I got to look strong, and to sit down and to talk. You're going to pray for them. Those 5 times a day, what are you praying for? Pray for your country's peace. Pray for Africa's peace. Okay, Ahmed, let me read your comment again, all right? I'll give you another spotlight just for the last time, all right? You say, as Somalian, we know what is the meaning of war. Also, we don't begging peace anyone, especially Kenyans, and that's reality because we say so. Ahmed, I'll say this for the last time again. I'll talk to you, all right? Somali people are beautiful people. Somali people are amazing people. I have my friends. I talk to them. They're amazing. They love peace. They love peace. They want to provide for their families. They want to protect their country. They want to have money and food to put on the table. They love peace. Somali people, they love peace and they love life. They want to live. All right? They want peace. They want peace. So I don't know what kind of Somali people you're talking about. All right? I don't know what kind of Somali people you're talking about. I don't know. But Somali people I know, they're smarter than that. They're better than that. Somali people, they're better than that and they're smarter than that. And they don't like war because they know, they understand what war means. You say here, you say, as Somali, we know what is the meaning of war. Yes, Somali people, they know what the meaning of the war. And they know that, Somali people, they know that so many people died because of the wars that have been going on for years. They know that. And they don't want to lose it anymore. And they don't want to lose any other people anymore. They don't want to lose their lives anymore. Somali people, they know that. And they understand that. And you know what? They're going to do everything they can to not go on this war. So no room for wars, right? Those are Somali people I know. Maybe. Those are Somali people I know. Those are my friends I know who I talk to. Those are Somali people I know. And I know that they're smart. I know that they're smart. They're smarter than just thinking about war. I know that. I know that in my guts. Because I'm African and they're African. And I know that they want to live. And they don't want war. Don't want war. Don't want war. Appreciate it. I see my brother Ezra is here. Appreciate Ezra. African people, as Nake Tesfaye say, African people should wake up. Enemies are using Africans to destabilize Africa, to be on their hand forever. They don't want Africa unite and grow. Please don't be used. This is what I'm saying, guys. Don't be carried away by the decision that has been done by ICJ. Don't be carried away. They're not on your side. They don't want what's the best for you. They want to see. They don't want what's the best for you. Africa wants the best for you. Africa wants the best for you. Because if you go down, we are going down together. Because if you die, we are dying together, all right? I have my brothers and sisters in Somalia. I have my brothers and sisters in Kenya. I have them. If you go down, we are going down together. If you die, we are dying together, all right? So your loss is my loss. Your win is my win. That's why you cannot fight with myself. You cannot fight with your brother. Can you fight with your brother? How messed up is that? How messed up is that? The only person who did that, it was Kim Jong-un, the president of North Korea. Did that. But you cannot do that because you're not him. Fighting with your Kenyan brother or fighting with Somali brother is like fighting with your own brother, with your own blood. How messed up is that? That's a messed up mindset, and we cannot allow that in Africa. We have to say no, and our leaders have to be responsible for this. Because if they stand up and they speak peace, us, we are not going to speak about war. We're better than that. The final thing, you see some African people, African countries, some other countries siding with Somalia, some other countries siding with Kenya for their own benefit. And then you'll see Africa is divided like this. And that's when international organizations are coming here, taking advantage of that. That's what is happening where? In Congo, and that's what they want it to happen in where? Well, that's what is happening in Ethiopia. And look at what is going on right now. Come on, Africa, we're better than this. We're better than this, guys. We're better than this. For God's sake, we're better than this. Better than this. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If I have a wallet here. If I walk around the street and someone want to take away my wallet, all right, has a gun, say we either fight or I take away your wallet. I'm not going to fight him because I don't want none of us to die. Wallet, why do you want wallet? You want money, all right, I'll give you money. Here, money, go. Save your family and save your kids, go. Because you know why? Because I can find money anytime. I can lose these papers today, all right? I can lose this paper today. I can give this to someone. Someone can take this paper today. But you know what? I'll find them tomorrow. God will give me another one tomorrow. What's the point of me fighting over this wallet and killing my brother? Or me get myself killed? What's the point? Fighting because of these papers? Huh? Fighting because of these papers? That's the point? What's the point? Fighting because of wallet, because of card, because of the card I have? What's the point? I can make another one. You can take this. You don't even have my secret cards. I mean, my secret numbers. Papers? Money is papers. They can be found. That's what I'm saying. Can't you please think? All right? Please think. What are you fighting for? Like, what are you fighting for? Okay, I'm fighting for boundary. Oh, I'm fighting for boundary. Oh, for border. Wow, I'm ready to kill someone because of a border. Oh, border. Killing someone because of the border. I'm ready to kill. I can kill someone. Do you get it? Like, think about it. Do you get it? All right. Then let me say this. President says we are going on a war. President is not God, man. He's not God. All right? He's not God. If everybody say, no, I'm not going to fight with my brother. I'm not going to kill somebody because you say so. If everyone say that, you think we're going to go on a war? You know why? You know who is going to be fighting that battle? Not him. Somebody else who has a family, who has a wife, who has kids, who has a dad and mom, and he's pretty much going to die. While I'm in the office and say, you know what, we are going to fight. Get the heck out of here, man. Don't be used to fight with your brother and your sister. Don't be used to fight. It's like my dad using me and my brother to fight. Man, my dad, whenever he saw me, because I have an older brother, I was fighting with my older brother so much. We were fighting together. Whenever he saw that, man, he punished us like a little dogs or animals. That, why are you fighting with your brother? Man, that's where I learned not to fight with my brother. He will punish us. He didn't care who started the fight. I was like, he started. He would be like, I don't care who started. You fought back, I'm going to punish you. Man, I got punished until I was in high school. Do you understand what I'm saying? He'll be crazy to let us fight. Yes, he'll punish my brother who started fight more than me, but I'll be punished too for fighting back. He said, you know what? You had a choice to say no to this fight, but you fought back. And you think you look strong? No, you look stupid because you're fighting your brother. You're fighting your blood. You cannot do that. And Africans, we have the same blood, man. Africans, we have the same identity, and we are Africans, and we cannot fighting with your brother. We cannot. That's why God is okay. I understand God. God is not gonna, punish us because of this. One day is gonna punish us in the judgment day. But right now, man, all this crisis we see is the results of what we are doing with our continent. It's the results of what we're doing with our countries and with our brothers and sisters. I appreciate so much Professor Ezra for replying and, trying to speak peace. Peace, man. Peace is the only way. Unity is the only way. It's the only way. We can agree not to be satisfied. We can agree. But at least we protect people's life. At least we protect people's life. And you who want war, maybe you don't even go on a war. Maybe you're not even going to hold a gun. Do you think those soldiers, they want to go on a war for that? Do you think they want to? Let me ask you a question. Do you think those soldiers, they want to go on a war? Do you think they want to fight? Because they know, man, they know they're not going to be able to see their families again. They know, and they're standing there holding a gun and fighting with another African brother. Do you think they want to go? You're just talking there because you're writing. Do you think they want to go? Are you a soldier? Are you going to go to fight as well? Are you ready to die and to leave your family alone? If you have a wife, are you willing to die and to leave your wife alone with kids and some other man come to marry your wife and live with him? Are you willing to let that happen? Then don't fight. Don't go to fight on a war. One Africa. One Africa. It should be Africa without wars. I'm saying this. Let me just say this. Africa Union, they should have one policy that say war is not an option. For any crisis that has happened in Africa and we went on a war with one another, it was a mistake. For any crisis that is happening right now and we're going on a war, it's a mistake. For all the crises that will come in the future in Africa, going on a war is not an option. That should be the first law of African Union. Should be the first law, the first rule. No wars, no wars, no wars, no wars, no wars in Africa. You're fighting and someone else is coming to take advantage of you. And then we're blaming, we say, Westerners, they're taking advantage of our countries. Oh, this international organization, they come and they take this and this. You guys are fighting, what do you expect? You cannot sit down and talk like matured people. You're being immature, you don't talk, you're fighting with guns. Those are kids. Kids, they always do that because they cannot talk. They don't have points. They cannot talk. They just, they cry, they start fighting with one another, they're beating one another. Those are kids. You guys are not kids, all right? You're matured. That's why they come, they try to resolve your issues, your cases, because you want to fight with your neighbors. For God's sake, oh my goodness. What? Today, Professor Ezra and Professor Kuru, they are my witness. Today, I wanted to rest. I didn't want to do this live stream. And I texted them. I said, today, we're gonna do One Africa Forum, but I'll just share the previous video. He's my witness. I didn't want to do this. And they told me, this is what they say. They say, Mika, you have to rest. Even when later on, I texted them again and I said, man, I think I'm not going to rest. I think I'm going to talk about this, what is going on. You know what they told me? They told me, I think you should rest. Because right now, as I'm saying, I'm sick. I've been sick for 3 days in a row. This is the 4th day today. I've been sick. And I wanted to rest today. But you know what? It's okay for me to be sick. It's okay for me to lose my sleep. It's okay for me to not sleep enough. It's okay for me to lose my voice. But I always raise my voice about this. I couldn't go to sleep and not talk about this. I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't sleep. It's pounding in my chest. My chest is running so quick. My heart is crying. All right? If I didn't do this and I went to sleep, I would never sleep. And I have to come here and to talk to y'all. Talk to y'all. And no, let's not talk about war. War is not something to joke with. Let's not think about it. It's not something we can think of. Let's not talk about it. Let's not even talk about it. That's why I'm so surprised and very disappointed on you who are mentioning war. Talking about war. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Because when you talk about it, it becomes reality. When you don't talk about it, at least you're not confessing it. But when you talk about it, it becomes reality. And someone else will talk about it. Someone else will talk about it. Someone else will talk about it. At the end of the day, you guys will come together and be like, let's fight. Yes, let's fight. We're fighting for our country. You're not fighting for your country. You're going to kill people. That's the simple. You're not fighting for your country. You're protecting borders. Borders? What is borders for? Okay, you're fighting for borders. Are borders going to fight for you back? No. No. Forget about that. You're not going to fight for your country. You're going to kill people. Are you okay with that? If you're okay with that, man, then we have the messed up mindset in Africa, and I cannot stand it. Can't stand it. It's ridiculous. And it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to kill someone because of border. I'm talking to everybody. Not just Kenya and Somalia. No, not just that. We have these issues everywhere. I don't care. Africa, outside of Africa. Guys, did you see did you see Europe there fighting and killing one another because of borders? Do you see that? Maybe I didn't hear. I didn't see anything maybe. But did you see that? Did you see America, those states, they're fighting with one another because of that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Then why Africa? Why always Africa? Why always Africa? Why always Africa? Why always Africa, guys? Why? Why Africa? I asked today, man. I asked yesterday on my story, my Instagram story. I said, why? Let me see. I asked yesterday. This is what I asked. I asked just yesterday, guys. Yesterday. Let me see this. I asked this yesterday. I asked this yesterday on my story. And some of you answer me, but some of you didn't answer me. But this is what I asked. This is what I asked. I asked on my story, my Instagram story. I asked a question. I didn't even share the answers because you know what? It's so sad. The answer, if I share, look at it. I say, why is Africa always losing good leaders? Especially those who stand for Pan-Africanism. Why they always die? We're going to come here to talk about that in One Africa Forum one day. Maybe tomorrow or another day, we're going to talk about that. Why Africa is always losing good leaders, especially those who are standing for Pan-Africanism. Can talk about all the great leaders before. On 14th of October, I was here talking about Nyerere, J.K. Nyerere. He stood for Pan-Africanism. The founder of this nation, he died. I spoke about Kwame Nkrumah. 15th of October. Do you know who died? Who was assassinated? Thomas Sankara. He stood for his people. He fought for his people. Did he have weakness? He did. And guess what? Just recently, I can go name everybody, but no, recently. You know who we lost? Magufuli. He believed in Africa. He stood for Africa. He also died. Okay, my question is this. Why Africa is always losing good leaders? Why? Leaders who are crappy leaders, they are staying forever. Leaders who are good and fighting for their people, teaching their people how to stand for themselves, teach their people how potential they have, teach Africa that, you know what, you can survive without AIDS, you're smart, you can do this. Teaching is real about that. They die. Why? If you ask yourself that question, keep the answer to yourself. Because I'm asking myself, I honestly don't have an answer. I was asking to find an answer. Why? And most of them, they are assassinated. Ask yourself this question. Why Africa, we are fighting about borders? Why Africa? Why Africa? Why not other continents? Why Africa? Ask yourself, why? You know, we had World War I, World War II, and right now pretty much we're having World War III. It's going on. This pandemic and everything that is going on, it's like we are in a war already. But why Africa? Why? Because you have people who believe that they're fighting for their countries and killing the neighboring people, who believe they're protecting their boundaries, the boundaries that they were invented by colonialists. Let me read to you this one. I read to this last time. Julius Kambarage Nyerere, 1997, when he went to Ghana. And this was his speech. This is what he said. He apologized to Kwame Nkrumah for not taking his way. And this is what he said. Look at the beginning. Look at the beginning. I have to drink some water. This is what he said. For centuries, we had been oppressed and humiliated as Africans. We were hunted and enslaved as Africans, and we were colonized as Africans. The humiliations of Africans became the glorification of others. So we felt our Africanness. These are founding fathers of this continent. We felt our Africanness. We knew that we were one people. We knew that we were one people. And that we had one destiny, regardless of the artificial boundaries which colonialists had invented. So we felt our Africanness. Do you feel that you're African? Do you feel that? We knew that we were one people. One people. And we had one destiny, regardless of the artificial boundaries which colonialists had invented. Colonialists, they invented to divide us, to make us believe that we are not one, to make us believe that this country, Somalia, is different country from Kenya, it's different people from Tanzania, it's different people from Uganda, from Rwanda, from Ethiopia, from Eritrea, from Ghana, from Egypt, from Sudan. They made us believe that we are different people. Those boundaries. They made us believe that we have different destinies because they taught us their languages. We were speaking Bantu languages. We were speaking something else. I was not there, but we were speaking something else. But they taught us their foreign languages. Then you have countries that they were speaking Portuguese, speaking French, speaking English so that we may not understand one another. We may think that we're different because we speak different language. What the heck is language? We are one people, for God's sake. We have one destiny. We are all African. We are one people. He continued to say this. Since we were humiliated as Africans, we had to liberate it as Africans. So, 40 years ago, we recognized Ghana's independence as the first triumph in Africa's struggle for freedom and dignity. Ghana received the independence as the first country. It was the first success of our demand to be accorded the international respect which is accorded free people. The first celebration when Ghana received independence that gave hope to the entire continent of Africa that we can be free. They had to create this movement of Pan-Africanism. Yesterday I was reading the Pan-Africanism movement, how it started, what they believe in. I never look up. I knew what Pan-Africanism meant, but I never looked up. Yesterday, for the first time, I spent hours without sleeping reading Pan-Africanism, reading about Kwame Nkrumah, reading about Nyerere. Yesterday, I saw how it started. I saw where it started. Even in America, guys, it was that Pan-Africanism. It was not just for Africa, but it was for diaspora. Those Africans who they were taken by colonialists to build other countries outside of Africa. Those people. Let me take this. Those people, guys, they started that. Wanting to bring Africans back home. Bring that spirit that we are one. Regardless of these boundaries. Regardless of what people are saying about us. Regardless of different languages we're speaking about. Regardless of that, we are one people. 37 years later, in 1994, we celebrated our final triumph. When apartheid was crushed and Nelson Mandela was installed as the president of South Africa. Africa's long struggle for freedom was over. Look at this. Ghana received the independence 40 years ago. And then later on, the last country to receive independence was 1994, and that was South Africa, the last one in Africa. Look at what Nyerere says. He says, Africa's long struggle for freedom was over. You know what he was thinking? Did he mention Tanzania there? Did he mention Tanzania there? No. He's mentioning Africa. But he was the president of Tanzania. Tanzania already received their independence in 1963 or 61, I believe. And then, but still, they were fighting for independence in South Africa. Right now, as I'm saying, there's one tribe called Ngoni. Most of them, they're originally from South Africa because they were running away from there during the apartheid. Even Nelson Mandela came to Tanzania and Nyerere gave him a free pass because he didn't have passport back then. And he lived here. That's why until today we can go to South Africa without visa. We have an amazing relationship with South Africa because of the sacrifice of our ancestors made back in the past. They were fighting. They had one destiny, one goal, and common enemy, and that was colonialists. Colonists, that's what they were fighting for. We received our independence in 61, but that didn't matter. That didn't matter. That didn't matter. They kept fighting for other countries in Africa. Somalia, you guys, you supported so many African countries for independence. Ethiopia, they were never colonized, so they supported African countries. They supported even South Korea. Every country, Ghana, because he already received, he supported other African countries. He supported your country, Somalia. Ghana supported Tanzania. Tanzania supported South Africa. He supported each other. We did that. You Somalia, you supported other countries. Because we were one, we had one destiny and one goal. We never saw each other as enemies. 1994. South Africa received independence. We were one. And we had a common goal. And still the talk of one Africa continued, the union in Africa continued. Look at what he said at the end. You have to go and read this speech. You have to go to read. I'm still reading this every single day because I need to get this in my system, man. I need to get this in my system. Let me show you at the end what he's saying. He's saying, Africa must unite. That was the title of one of Kwame Nkrumah's books. Kwame Nkrumah, man, this guy, he studied. PhD, he studied a lot. That call is more urgent today than ever before. Together, we, the peoples of Africa, will be incomparably stronger internationally than we are now with our multiplicity of unviable states. Guys, we African people together will be incomparably strong internationally than we are right now separately. The needs of our separate countries can be and are being ignored by the rich and powerful countries. They think we're stupid. They think we cannot make decisions for ourselves. They think we are out of control. They think we just end up fighting and killing each other. That's why they send their troops up today to come and to protect us. We are not animals. They think we are animals. They think we are monkeys that will be fighting each other, fighting over the banana. They think we are monkeys. That's why we'll be fighting. We cannot even talk. We cannot even negotiate. What the heck is wrong with that? The result is that Africa is marginalized when international decisions affecting our vital interests are made. Unity will not make us rich, but it can make it difficult for Africa and the African peoples to be disregarded and humiliated. And it will therefore increase the effectiveness of the decision we make and try to implement for our development. My generation, Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, Haile Selassie, Nelson Mandela, led Africa to political freedom. The current generation of leaders and people of Africa must pick up the flickering torch of African freedom, refuel it with the enthusiasm and determination, and carry it forward. Our ancestors, they were united. They were one. You know how we got rid of colonialists? You know how we got rid of the colonies? You know how? It's unity. Unity, guys. Unity. That's brought freedom in Africa. Why are we divided now? We want to bring back colonists. You're happy that ICJ makes decision for you and not AU? You're happy because AU are biased? It's better for AU to be biased but not ICJ to make decision for us. It's better. It's better because they're Africans. Better. Better. I need to stop this. I said enough. I said it enough. I said it enough. I said it enough. I said it enough. There's so many comments here. I cannot read all of them. Thank you. Okay. See here. Thank you for you guys for being here. See a suggestion here. My brother say, brother, please work on the lecture done by. Thank you for the chat. Appreciate that. You gotta find this. What is this? Professor Howard Nicholas. Let me find him. Professor Howard Nicholas. our Nicholas, which spoken about Africa to be always supply of raw materials and poor. Okay. Oh yeah, this I actually saw this video, but I'll check it out again. I think I did reaction for this video. Thank you. And Dr. Ezra, I really appreciate, man, for your love. Peace is priceless. Peace is priceless. It's priceless. Priceless. Appreciate. Dr. Ezra, I didn't welcome you guys today. I just couldn't stop. But I really appreciate for all that you're doing there in the comment section. Everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, thank you. We also have great Somali heroes like Muhammad Abdullah Hassan. Yes, I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to read more about these people because I need to know more about them. Yes, thank you for that, Muhammad Abdullah Hassan. Yes, those people, they fought for our nations, try to bring together Africa. Let me have a closing statement. Thank you, Islam. It means a lot. Man, these are my team, man. Guys, you guys, when you see us doing this here, One Africa Forum, it's not just one man job. You know, I have people who they're always there, you know, standing together with us. It's a team, man. It's a team, and we all believe in One Africa, and we have differences. You know, like there are things that I'm pretty sure that I like that you guys don't like. All right, like some people, they don't like that I'm a fan of Manchester United. They don't like it, and that I do reaction to that. But still, when it comes to One Africa, we all join our hands and say, you know what, this is what matters to us. So appreciate. And my final thoughts, it will be this. Just like the way I started, war should never be an option. My Somali people, war should never be an option. Should never. And don't assume that I side with Kenya. No, I don't. And Kenya, war should never be an option. And don't assume that I side with Somalia. No. My side is Africa. My side is One Africa. I don't see Somalia. I don't see Kenya. I don't see Tanzania. Somebody said, okay, let's see when the border issue will be between Tanzania and Kenya. It was before. And let's see, man, do you think I'm going to side with Tanzania? That we should go on a war and fight against them? How hypocritical is that? Do you think I care about that? I care about Africa. I love my country, Tanzania, but I love other countries. That's just how God wired me. That's how God created me, to love Africa. So I love Africa. And war should never be an option. I'll be the same way. Even if it happens that be with my country, I'll be the same way. And now I'm talking about Somalia and Kenya. Am I from those countries? But why am I talking about it? Because I care about Africa. So it's the time for us to care about one another. It is the time. Oh, and Asalish is in the house. Say violence isn't the answer. Yes. From South Africa to Ethiopia, from the Gambia to Tanzania. Yes. Yes. As the youth, Abdi Rasak Abdi say, as the youth, we shouldn't give up because one day we will achieve African unity. Yes. Yes. 100%. As a Somali born and raised in Kenya, Kenya has been there for Somalia from the very start. I feel like Somalia backstabbed Kenya. That's Ahmed Farhan. And this, I'll read this again. As a Somali born and raised in Kenya, this Somali born and raised in Kenya, Kenya has been there for Somalia from the very start. I feel like Somalia backstabbed Kenya. Let's not ignore that. Let's not ignore the different feelings people might have. Let's not ignore. Let's put everything on the table. I said it before. There's Kenya troops in Somalia, right, protecting against Al-Shabaab for a while. There are Somali people, refugees in Kenya. If this crisis is going to go on, what's going to happen to them? You guys have been basically one. Yes, we've been having crises and some issues, but even when you have two cubs in the kabati, they will hit one another. It's cubs. What about men? We hit one another. So Kenya might be having that feeling that, oh, you guys, like, well, we've been here for you for all this time, and then you're going to ICJ and you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? There might be that feeling. I'm saying there might be that feeling, but the answer is not a war. The answer is to talk, because we are one. We are one. And shout out to African countries, man, that have been supporting one another. Shout out to that, because we won. So, Africa, we don't just share borders, we share people. Yes, we share people. Asali knows this better. Asali knows this better because she's from South Korea. When South Korea and North Korea were divided, a lot of people from South Korea, they were in North Korea. And a lot of people from North Korea, they were in South Korea. When they put that border, you know what happened? They lost each other. A lot of family were lost. A lot of family were lost. A lot of families were separated for all these years, man. And right now they've been trying to find unification for South and North and bringing back the families. Now they were just little kids back then, but now they're old people. They're old, and they never saw each other. They lost some of them. They already died. They've never seen each other, brothers and sisters. So it's true. We don't just share borders. We share people. We share people. We share people. Bukhari Abdirahman, he said, brother, as Somali, we don't want war. That's what I was saying. We know what is to be in a war. And that's why we accept the rule even when the court said we're right and somehow give some to our brother, and we still accept peace. Buhari, let me say this, that you're a very smart person. And I'm so proud to have a brother like you. So proud. So proud. Because some people here, they were saying that, oh, Somali, one war. Thank you for speaking that out. Those are Somali people I know. They don't want war. They don't want war. That's why what has happened, they accepted it by the court. Even though they say it's not fair for them, they accepted it. That's really good. You've done amazing. And I applaud you. You've done well. So good. On the other note, I want you to think about this. I just want to add something to what you said. Bukhari, I want you to think about this. Think about Kenya now. All right? Think about Kenya. And think about their argument, what they're saying. Think about that. Just think. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to accept. But just think about that. Right? Now I'm sympathizing with you. I understand that you don't want a war. That's amazing. That's really smart. And that's why you accepted, even though some part of you were given. That's amazing. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you and your people for that. I should say with our people, because I am one of you. But now I want you to just think about Kenya's stands. Think about them. Why they're saying they're not accepting it. Just think about that. Just think. Don't accept, just think. Why? And I want you to think about it. Just listen. Find out like why. This crisis has been there for a long time, right? Then just try to think why. Trying to think in Kenya's perspective, right? Try to think. And that's what I'm asking for Kenyans as well. Kenyans, try to think in Somali's perspective. Trying to be in their shoes. Try to think like that. Just think. Just think. And then you'll agree with me that war is not a solution. It's not a solution. It cannot be a solution. You agree with me, right? Because you already say that war, you agree with me. Yes. So just think. And that's the only thing that we have to do. Even leaders, Uhuru Kenyatta and your president, they just need to think. They need to think. They just need to think. To think in each other's perspective. All right? They just need to think. That's what I want them. Huh? I want them to think. I want them to think. You know, one thing that I was really proud of Somalia President Mohammed Abdullahi, when he kicked away the prime minister because of what has happened. I said, this is respect. This is how things should be working in Africa. So no doubt that he's a good guy for Somalia. He's an amazing guy. And I know he wants peace. And I know Uhuru Kenyatta wants peace for his people. And want to protect his people. So we don't have to change each other's mind, but just think, just think, just consider. Instead of rushing to, oh, I want war. They say no, war. No, just try to step back a little bit, relax, and just think. Think, because Africans, people, they think they can drive us like zombies. We don't understand. We cannot think. That's what they think. They think Africans cannot think, cannot use their mind. That's what they think. They can drive us like robots, make decisions for us. Decisions they're making outside, and we are here in Africa fighting with one another. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? We cannot let them make decisions for us. All right? We cannot. They don't know what is the best for us. We know what is the best for us. We African, we're smart, we can think. So in this situation, just think. All right? You are Somali people, think about Kenya people. You are Kenya people, think about Somali people. Your Kenya president, think about Somali president. President Somali, think about Kenya. Think about that. Think about people, your people that are in Kenya, your people that are in Somalia. Think about the business you have, collaboration you have. Think about people, how many lives will be lost. Think about this. Think. Because African people, we are smart and we can think. We're smart, we can think. Yeah, I believe in that. Yes, Abdi, that's what I was saying. I see the pattern. I see what he says. He seems a good guy. He seems like a good guy. Dr. Ezra, he say, our crises have their source in the capital of Africa, rather in Brazil, London, Paris, Beijing, Moscow. Exactly. Our matters should be discussed in Addis Ababa in the African Union place. And if you say that I don't trust AU, I would rather go to ICJ, then man, you're just colonized in your mind already. Trust me. If Somali want peace, what Kenya wants, they want peace too. Trust me. They want peace. When you talk to normal Kenyan, do you think they care about the borders? It doesn't do anything to them. They care about their lives. You're not different, guys. You're not different. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. We are not different, guys. If Somali people want peace, me, I want peace. Kenyans, they want peace. Everybody want peace, guys. We want peace. That's why we cannot fight over this. Yeah, guys, just think. Please, think. Think. Don't let somebody think for you. Don't let somebody decide for you. Let's think. Let's use this brain. This. It's the reason why God has given brain. You have your own brain. I have my own brain. Let's think. I'm not saying something here different. No, I'm saying just one Africa. Unity, love, peace. You thought about it before. It's not a new idea. You thought about it before. Just think. All right, guys. Everything has a beginning and the end. I've been here for almost 2 hours. 5 minutes to finish 2 hours. So I'll be leaving here in these 5 minutes. Yeah. Ah man, it says food for thought, bro. Are you aware that in 2021 there's a country in Africa still colonized and is represented by the colonizers' flag? That's very sad. That's very sad. Guys, I'll be leaving in 4 minutes. I'm just here, but I'll be leaving in 4 minutes to make it 2 hours exactly. I didn't know it's going to take this long, but this is urgent. Anyway, guys, love, peace, and unity for Africa is possible, and we should always entertain it. As Dr. Ezra said, peace is priceless. You cannot put a price tag on peace. It's impossible to put price tag on peace. It's impossible. It's impossible. And God has blessed us, especially the country of Somalia. It has been struggling for a long time because of wars and crisis inside, within, and outside for a long, long, long time. And right now is in the best place of rebuilding the country and the nation. It's peaceful there. People are working at night, and there's no, they do not afraid of anything. People, it's beautiful there. I saw money outside, exchanging money outside. I saw that in the videos. We cannot risk that. Not now, not ever. Okay? People, they don't like seeing that. They don't like seeing Somalia is at peace, because being at war is their happiness, their joy. They make movies about it, right? And there's always one hero. It's them. But what about the people of Somalia? I've seen a lot of movies about it. Always the hero is American, who comes and saves. I don't hate Americans. I love America. I love them. I don't hate, because hate is not going to do anything to me. And in this matter, I'm not blaming Americans. I don't blame anyone, Westerners. They're stepping in to make decisions for us because we don't make decisions for ourselves. Are you going to blame them? No, they still think you're a kid because you're just fighting over a cake. Yeah, like you have a cake and then you're fighting, give me cake, give me cake, give me cake, give me cake, give me cake. That's why someone else is coming and trying to resolve to cut a piece for you and piece for you. But you have cake in your hand. You can simply cut it for each other and share with one another. Who is going to lose? If Somalia is developed because of that area, who is going to lose? If Kenya is going to develop because of that area, who is going to lose? You have cake in your hand and you're fighting over it, and someone else from outside is coming to divide for you. It's the same thing happened. Come on, man, I didn't talk about this. It's the same thing happened. In the colonialism, they came and they divided. Our place, our countries are legion for us. That's what is happening right now. That is colonialism, guys. Wake up. Oh my God, I'm making a lot of noise here. People that come to blame me. That's colonialism. Wake up. No. Wow. They're deciding boundaries. For God's sake, why didn't think about that? They're deciding a boundary for us. For Somalian Kenya. Think about it. That's what happened before. And it's happening right now. And we cannot sit down and talk. That's crazy. You have a cake in your hand, and you're fighting with your brother over that food, and someone else coming outside to divide a cake for you. Guys, well, you can simply divide and share with one another. I don't know, who cares about economics that you're going to develop more than me? Who cares? Development, man, if you develop good, I develop good. That's why we need Africa unity. We need unity, because if you grow, if you develop well, it's good for us. Oh, man. We should be thinking of 50 years later, not just here. We want to compete with each other, and this is what is bringing us to. Buhari, exactly. Africa by Africans, about Africans, and for Africans. Exactly. Yesterday we say One Africa Forum right here. So we set agenda for Africa by Africans, about Africans, and for the Africans. That's what we stand for. Thank God our resources are still intact despite the civil war. Yes, that's so good, Abdi. You know what? We can say, okay, if you're fighting over this border, let's not divide it. Let's just leave it there. Let's not do anything. Let's leave it there. Let's not fight. Let's not killing each other. Let's leave it there until we agree. I said that. You can make more cake instead of fighting over one. Exactly. Just for God's sake, if you have one cake and you cannot divide to one another and all of you be satisfied, then that cake, just leave it aside and find another cake. For God's sake. Sahel Nation, I know, brother. I know how they're feeling. That's how I will feel if I was their position. That's why right now we don't care the bad words from Kenya. We're just saying we are brothers. That's good. That's smart. All right? That's good. That's smart. We are brothers. That's smart. So smart. Sematic, hematic, and blah, 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 blah are made for division among Africans. God created one woman and man. My brother is dropping the mic there. That comment, it sounds like it should be the final comment and I should be getting out of here. Well, guys, I hope this has brought some light a little bit. And also, I just want to apologize, just in case if you're offended with what I was saying. But it doesn't really make sense for me to go and to fight with your brother and your sister because of the border. And because of someone is deciding for you to make border this way and that way. They should never. We should sit down and decide on our own. For God's sake, if we need to correct all these borders they were made, some of them they were made by mistakes to keep us fighting forever for the rest of our lives. You know what? We can reshape them again. It's possible. We can do it. We can do it. I don't care what it is. We can do it. We are all Africans. Why should we fight over them? The natural resources Kenya and Somalia are fighting over can only be developed when the two nations come together. Exactly. No single African nation has the capability to develop this. Exactly. So unity is the only option. The only option. There's oil there. They said there's oil there. Are you going to be able to do on your own? No. Kenya, they have strength in the technology and industry. In Somalia, they have their strength in their technology and industry in some other ways. The only way to deal with that is to work on that. You know what I was saying? This is what I was saying. Maybe I'll sound crazy, but this is what I'll say. I'll say, all right, so Somalia and Kenya, they should work together. This is the solution. Somalia and Kenya should work together. The resources that is in that area, they should, if it's oil, take that oil, all of it, and then decide what percentage Somalia is going to get and what percentage Kenya is going to get. And they should work together to generate that. They should work together to dig that and to take that. Whatever they're going to do, they should work together and try to produce and try to say whatever they're going to do and then share the benefit. That's what they should do. Or percentage. That, all right, because you are like this, we will take this percentage and we will take this. What are we saying about it? Yes, okay, let's work together. That will be a shock to the Western world. That will be a shock to them. That's how it's supposed to do. You can keep borders and, okay, we're going to work on ourselves and you guys work on this and this is the border. Man, come on, who cares? He's in the water. Water is always going here and there. Man, come on. You can work together instead. Yeah, why not? And according to the areas, you divide the percentage. Anyways. Yeah, we say inshallah. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Guys, God loves you and keep maintaining peace. That should be the language. I want to encourage Somali people, Kenyan people, speak about peace and love. And I know, even here in the live stream, I can barely see Kenyan people, right? I saw a lot of Somali people, maybe because I don't have a lot of audience from Kenya, it might be. But I've seen Somali Kenyans too, so I appreciate you guys for stopping by here today. All right, I love you guys, and thank you for writing this with me. And hopefully we'll come back again and share more love and peace with everyone. All right. Good night, Africa. I appreciate everybody. Stay safe. And I appreciate everyone who participated in the comments. And I appreciate Dr. Ezra for being there and supporting in this talk as well. Love you guys. All right, these roses are super expensive to develop a single oil well. Costs around 8 million. Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yes, peace and love for Africa. Love, peace, and unity for Africa is possible. That's what my bio says on Instagram. So, guys, don't forget to love one another and spread peace wherever you are. I love you. I love Africa. I hope you do too.